Hey everybody, welcome back to Women Carry Knives. On the table, we have the Artisan Centauri. This this was given to us by Artisan Cutlery to review, and let me tell you, this is just a gorgeous knife. You have this gorgeous carbon fiber titanium handles. It is just, I mean, it's light because of the carbon fiber, but enough to where you're really feeling it in your hand. This Damascus blade, I am becoming a bigger fan of it because it's just gorgeous, and it's got this kind of raindroppy pattern, if you can see that. It's just a beautiful knife. So it is a drop point blade, flat grind. The blade is 3.46 is what they say, so you're just under 3.5 inches of cutting edge on that. Your closed length, or your handle length, whatever you want to call it, is going to be, well, let's go ahead and close it. Let's do a closed length. Is just about 5 inches. So you're looking at 4.69 is what they say. And your overall open length is going to be 8.15. So it is not a small knife by any means. I do love the fact of its size. It is a front flipper, which is just awesome. I'm really in love with the front flippers. They're so much fun. You do have a frame lock here. So it is a frame lock. It is a right hand only. So it is not an ambidextrous, but you do have a great titanium clip on here too. There has been more talk that I've been hearing about the left-handers out there getting screwed with knives. And hey, you know, as a woman, I hear you, because we do too, with women's jeans anyways. The women's knives, you know, I don't know. There isn't really specifically knives for women. It would just be most of the time that the smaller knives are what are considered women's knives. So your overall weight on this is 3.7 ounces. So, you know, it's not a light knife, but it's not a super heavy knife. The ergonomics on the handle now, by the way, if I didn't mention this, this is a Ray Laconico design. And I do love, if you all remember, the top of the blade spine is where they used to always put his name, but now they have engraved it actually on the back spacer. So you can see here, if I can get it at the right angle, that it actually says R. Laconico and Artisan Cutlery back there. So that's pretty cool. I really do like how they've changed that. I think that's really neat. Now again, Ray Laconico has, well, he's one of my favorite designers. I do love his designs. And the ergonomics on most of his blades. Now, we were trying this weekend. Yeah, that's not going to happen. The ergonomics on his handles are incredible. They are good for men. They're good for women. This being the size that it is, being the, you know, just over 8 inches, it's, you know, it's out the back of my hand a little bit, but it's okay. It's a very, very comfortable knife. If you see me keep wiping my fingers, it's because we have really oiled the blade. It came from a very humid and hot area, so we want to make sure it didn't rust. But, you know, like I said, Laconico's designs are just super ergonomically on point. They feel great in hand. Yeah, I mean, his handle style has to be one of my favorites. You know, it doesn't have the finger placement where it tells you where you have to hold it, so you're able to hold it however you want. You're able to choke up on it. You're able to be where you want. Some knives out there do tell you where you have to hold the handles, and that's okay as long as it's a size for my hand. If it's not, I don't want to have a finger placement because it is a lot more difficult for me to get to it. This, I said it was 3.7 ounces, so it is a fairly light knife for its size. I didn't used to be a fan of Damascus, but it's really starting to grow on me because it is just, I mean, it's a beautiful piece of work if you look at that, you know. And throwing Damascus on a Ray Laconico design, hey, why not? These are available at Artisan for $266.66. Andy, you probably saw how I just flipped that. I put my fingers behind it because it is a larger knife, so it's a little harder for me to, with the little bit of nail I have, to really get on there. I can roll it out though. But, you know, if you guys are a fan of Ray Laconico and you're a fan of his designs, this is definitely one that I would add to my collection. Give it a try. It's absolutely gorgeous. It's super functional. Like I said, for the weight, it's super lightweight for this. You have a great blade on this, and you have plenty of cutting edge. You know, as I said, you have about almost 3.5 inches of cutting edge on this knife. It's a drop point, so it's going to be good for many different types of cuts that you want to use it for. It's, you know, it's not a lanyard knife. You cannot stick a lanyard on this. Your clip is, let's see, you are going to have, get my trusty old plastic bag here because that's all I have. So your clip is, you're going to be sitting about, just about a hair under 3.5 inches. So, you know, again, that's not bad. It's not a deep carry, but by any means, it's not going to be sticking out of your pocket a long way. So it's definitely a good one to have. And I love the carbon fiber on here because I love the look of it and the color of it on here. It's just kind of, it really leads in well to the Damascus on this blade. And then, of course, you know, so your show side, I mean, come on, you can't go wrong with that. The gorgeous carbon fiber with that gorgeous Damascus on there. And then you've got your titanium on this side with your Damascus. So you still, very showy, either side you go with. Just beautiful showy knife, super ergonomically friendly, feels really good in hand. Can't go wrong with the designer. You know, for Damascus, $266.66, not a bad price for that, with the carbon fiber and the titanium. Like I said, I believe I said, obviously it's a frame lock if you guys haven't seen that. I've been sitting here playing with it. You get a chance, absolutely check these out. Again, if you can see there, I don't know if that's focusing in well enough. It's probably a little too bright. But I love how they changed that, and you have, you know, you always think about it. If your hand is going here, you're not necessarily, you know, if you have Ray's name up here, eventually I just feel like it's going to wear down over time, over use. But I feel like on the back spacer, you know, it makes it look a little more classy, maybe is the word I'm looking for. A little more classy. All right, you guys, this has been the Artisan Centauri. Again, it's $266.60. That was hard to say. It is by Artisan Cutlery, a Ray Laconico design. Feel free to leave me any comments down in the comments section. I will leave a link to this knife in the description area. If you're not already, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'd love to have you guys here all the time. And feel free to check out one of the other videos. Thank you so much for joining me. Until next time.